Okay, welcome to Parkland Challenge 2017. We're ready for game number 2 between Champaign Centennial and Villa Grove. Let's go ahead and meet the teams.
UCI from senior.
Aditya Mehta, I'm a senior.
Brett Hancock, sophomore.
Amy Paul, sophomore.
Daniel Lee, freshman.
Isaac Solopaychik, sophomore.
Isaiah Poe, senior.
Renee Spanigal, senior.
Jackson Wiesing, freshman.
Ethan Howard, junior. Austin Smith, senior.
Austin Hopkins, junior.
Abby Hopkins, junior. Gabby Aegis, junior.
Okay, welcome back. Let's go ahead and get the game started. What national capital can be translated as fair winds? Answer is Aditya.
Chicago.
Not Chicago. You guys can confer.
Buenos Aires.
Buenos Aires is correct. What popular course game did Garnett Carter introduce in 1927? Popular course game. Amy Centennial.
Golf.
Be more specific.
Miniature golf.
Miniature golf is correct. What color are the mice and lizards that live in the White Sands National Monument of New Mexico? Brett Centennial.
Yellow.
Not yellow, no. You guys can confer?
White.
Yes, they're white, just like the sand. What is the most frequently crossed international border in the world? DT Centennial.
U.S.-Canada border.
No, not U.S. Canada. You guys can confer?
Spain, France.
France and England.
No, U.S. Mexico. In 2005, Deep Throat's identity is revealed by Vanity Fair to be a former FBI Associate Director Mark Felt. In what scandal was Deep Throat Aditya Centennial?
Watergate.
Watergate scandal, yes. He was a secret informant. What electrical genius is credited with inventing the modern alternating current? Jackson.
Tesla. Tesla?
Tesla is right. The rearview mirror on cars had its beginning at what famous auto race? Brett Centennial.
Indy 500.
Yes, the Indianapolis 500. Who played Moses in the Ten Commandments? That's a movie, by the way. That answer is Charlton Heston. What is the top number on a dartboard? Ethan Vilgrove.
20.
20 is correct. What day of the week is the Sabbath for Muslims? Jackson Vilgrove.
Wednesday.
Not Wednesday. You guys confer?
Friday. Sure. Yeah. Friday.
Friday is correct. What English-speaking Caribbean island has a Spanish name meaning bearded? Amy Centennial.
Guam.
Not Guam, no. You guys can confer?
Jamaica.
No, Barbados.
Oh.
Barbados. In Christmas celebrations in the United States Southwest, streets are often decorated with farolitos. What are those? Jacksonville.
Flowers.
Not flowers, no.
Snowman.
Huh?
Snowman or tree?
Tree.
Christmas trees?
No, paper bag lanterns. Robert Taylor played Colonel Paul Tibbets in the World War II film Above and Beyond, which came out in 1952. What world-changing event was Tibbets famous for? Jacksonville.
The invasion of Normandy.
No, not the invasion of Normandy. You guys can confirm?
Sure.
Wait, is it Iwo Jima?
Like the
raising
war
flag?
of Atlanta.
No, atomic
Is it
bomb.
raising the Iwo Jima flag?
Atomic bomb.
Yes, dropping the atomic bomb.
Duh,
on-
yeah.
Who wrote the novel The Outsiders, which was published in 1967 and made into a motion picture? Aditya Centennial.
Hinton.
Yes, S.E. Hinton. Susan Eloise Hinton. What Scottish inventor has a unit of electrical power named after him? Ethan Vilgrove.
Watt.
Watt is correct. James Watt. The town of Jackpot is appropriate in what western state? What town is Jackpot in? What western state? Jacksonville Grove.
California.
Not California, no. Yes.
Arizona. Or Nevada.
What?
Nevada.
Arizona.
Arizona.
No, Nevada. Nevada, where gambling is legal, so Jackpot. What does IBM stand for? International Business Machines. Ken Jennings, a contestant on what popular quiz show? Jacksonville Girl.
Jeopardy.
Jeopardy is correct. $2.5 million in 2004. Virginia's capital has a life-size bronze statue of the man who accepted command of the Confederate armies. Brett Centennial.
Lee.
Yes, Robert E. Lee.
Nice.
What is North America's largest rodent? DT is Centennial.
Marmot.
No. You guys can go first.
Is it?
Possum?
It is the beaver. What welcome spring flower is the center of a festival in Meridian, Connecticut? Amy Centennial.
Rose.
Not the rose, no. You guys can go first.
Daisy?
No, not Daisy. Daffodil. Daffodil. Okay, it's time for this round's video question, which goes to Villa Grove.
I'm Christina Beatty, Associate Professor of Chemistry and Forensics, and my question is, at 3,200 pounds and 19.2 hands, Brooklyn Supreme is the world's heaviest what?
Horse. Horse. They measure horse by hands.
Horse.
Brooklyn Supreme is the world's heaviest horse. At 3,200 pounds, that's nearly the weight of a car.
The oldest inhabited town in the U.S. is probably the Acoma Pueblo, an Indian community in which southwestern state? Daniel Centennial.
Arizona.
Not Arizona. You guys can confirm.
New Mexico.
New Mexico. It's been inhabited continuously since 1100. What animal is raised by an apiarist? Daniel Centennial.
Bee.
B is correct. What's the name of the cartoon dog that wants to take a bite out of crime? Jackson Villagran.
Wonder Dog.
Not Wonder Dog, no.
Is it Super Dog? Super Dog? Super Dog.
Super.
Super dog?
No, it's McGruff. McGruff the crime dog. That may be a little before your time. What country is bordered on the west by Germany and on the east by Ukraine and Belarus? Jackson Villagran.
Poland.
Poland is correct. Good job. What U.S. spider's poison is 15 times as powerful as a rattlesnake's venom? DT is Centennial.
Black Widow.
Black Widow is correct. Sam and Diane were an on-again, off-again couple at what Boston bar? Answers from the TV show Cheers. Cheers. What TV comedian always ended her Saturday night shows by tugging on her left earlobe? DT is Centennial.
Polar.
No. You guys can confirm? Need an answer?
Jennifer.
No, Carol Burnett. Carol Burnett. Which has seeds, lime, lemons, or both? Amy.
Lemon.
Lemon is correct.
Yes.
It's a fruit.
Like a pyramid scheme, a scam using new investors' funds to pay the earlier backers is called what? Jacksonville.
Pyramid scheme.
No. It's like a pyramid scheme. It's not.
Ponzi scheme. I think so. Ponzi scheme.
Ponzi scheme is correct, yes. What does ESPN stand for? Brett Centennial.
Entertainment, sports, publishing, news.
No, wrong. You guys can defer?
Entertainment Sports Programming Network.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Which alphabet made up of dots is used to enable blind people to read? Jackson.
Braille.
Braille is correct. What were the names of the two government agents played by David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson in the X-Files series? Their names are Fox Mulder and Dana Scully. Mulder and Scully. What former Monty Python member went on to direct such movies as The Fisher King, 12 Monkeys, and Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas? Brett Centennial.
Idol.
No, not Eric Idle. You guys can confirm?
No answer.
Terry Gilliam. What Islamic shrine is today built on Jerusalem's Temple Mount? Amy Centennial.
Temple at the Rock.
I can hear the first part.
Dome of the Rock.
Dome of the Rock, yes. What is the smallest unit of measurement? A micrometer, nanometer, or picometer? Daniel Centennial.
Picometer.
That's correct.
Nice. You kid, don't talk.
Who was executed in 2001 for masterminding the Oklahoma City bombing? That was Timothy McVeigh. What humid southern city calls itself the city that care forgot? Jacksonville.
Tucson.
No. You guys confirm?
I don't know. What's a humid city?
Houston.
Houston. Sure.
San Antonio.
Sure. Houston. Houston?
No, New Orleans.
No. Yeah.
Which actor burst onto the scene in 1994 playing Ace Ventura? Jacksonville Grove. You can answer? No. You guys can confirm?
Carrie. Call it. Carrie. Jim Carrey. Carrie?
Yes, Jim Carrey. What is distinctive about the 13,000-acre South Mountain Preserve in Phoenix, Arizona? Jacksonville Grove.
Native American burial ground.
No. You guys confirm?
The Grand Canyon? Sure.
No, that's in Flagstaff.
What if it's like the site of
Is it like the oldest preserve?
It's an answer?
It's a preserve. It's a preserve?
No, it's the largest city park in the United States. Okay, that's the end of our first round. We got a really good game going. We'll be back with the lightning round right after this.
Having problems fitting college into your busy schedule? Take classes on your time.
Now that the kids are in bed, I can relax and view this week's lesson. It is so great that I can be out of town and still participate in class discussions. Even though this class is online, these videos really give me a chance to get to know my professors, all from the comfort of my own home.
With affordable tuition, hundreds of online classes, and over 20 degrees to choose from, Parkland College Online Learning is here for you. So go ahead, register today. Visit online.parkland.edu for more information about Parkland's online classes.
Okay, we got a really good game. Village Grove 120, Centennial 140. Let's go ahead and start the lightning round. What is the maximum lifespan of a goldfish in captivity? Answer is 25 years. 25 years. What was the first film to gross over $1 billion worldwide? Jacksonville Grove.
Gone with the Wind.
Not Gone with the Wind, no. You guys can... Oh, no. Sorry. You lose 5 points. It was Titanic. We're in the lightning round. What is the highest mountain in the Alps? Ethan Vilgrove.
The Matterhorn?
No, Mount Blanc. From what country did Iceland gain its independence in 1944? Jacksonville Grove.
Norway.
No, Denmark. Who wrote the Canterbury Tales? Aditya Centennial.
Chaucer.
Chaucer is correct. How many pairs of chromosomes make up the DNA of a human being? Jacksonville Grove.
23.
23 is correct. Robben Island was a prison in what African country? Aditya Centennial.
South Africa.
South Africa is correct. What ancient Helen rode a horse named Bucephalus? Aditya.
Alexander the Great.
Alexander the Great is correct.
Bucephalus.
Yeah, thank you. What volcano destroyed Pompeii? Jacksonville Grove.
Vesuvius.
Vesuvius is correct. What Cool Whip ingredient outweighs all the others? Ingredient is water. Name the only Great Lake that doesn't share its shores with Canada. Ethan Vilgrove.
Lake Michigan.
Lake Michigan is correct. How did Vice President Dan Quayle spell potato? Brett Centennial.
P-O-T-A-T-O-E.
That is correct. It's a sofa and a town in Iowa. What's it called? Jacksonville Grove.
Futon.
No, not Futon. Davenport. What is the most common transplant operation? Amy Centennial.
Heart.
Not heart, bone graft. If you are always inside the Beltway, where are you? You are in Washington, D.C. What is the capital of the Australian state of New South Wales? DT, Centennial?
Victoria?
No, it's Sydney. What was Scarlett O'Hara's real first name? It was Katie. Okay, that's the end of the lightning round. We'll tally up the scores and be back for the final round right after this. Okay, welcome back. Let's finish up the game and see who comes out to play Danville. What type of sea creatures are often sighted off the coast of San Diego, California? Brett, Centennial.
Dolphin?
Not dolphin, no. You guys can confirm?
Sharks.
No, gray whales. Gray whales. Venice, Florida has the world's only training school for what type of comical entertainer? Amy Centennial.
A clown.
Clown College is correct. Complete the saying. A stitch in time saves. Jacksonville.
9.
9 is correct. What town was predominantly known for the grunge movement in the 1990s? Brett.
Seattle?
Seattle, Washington. Yes. In the film Citizen Kane, what is Rosebud? Amy Centennial.
A boat.
No, not a boat. You guys can confirm?
Sled.
A sled is correct.
Sorry.
What magazine eventually led to movies like Animal House and Vacation? Jacksonville.
Mad.
No, not Mad Magazine.
National Geographic. No, National Geographic.
National Geographic.
No, National Lampoon.
The other.
What website's first sale made in 1995 was a $14.83 DT Centennial?
Amazon?
Not Amazon. You guys can confirm. I'll finish it. Was a $14.83 broken laser pointer.
eBay.
eBay is correct. By what name are deep fried squid rings better known as? Austin, go there.
Calamari.
Calamari is correct. The first televised presidential debates in 1960 featured which two men? Brett, Centennial.
Kennedy and Nixon.
Yes. Nice. What southern city did Andrew Jackson name for one on the Nile River? Jacksonville River.
Thebes.
No.
Is it Cairo?
It's Cairo. Oh, sure, go.
An answer?
Cairo.
Memphis.
Oh, yeah.
What was the interstate highway speed limit imposed in 1974 as an energy-saving measure? Brett, Centennial.
65?
Not 65. You guys can confirm.
55.
55 is right, and then they changed it again in 1995. What brimmed hat with a creased crown was known as the all-purpose hat of the 20th century? DT is Centennial.
Bowler?
Not bowler. You guys can confirm.
Fedora.
Fedora is correct.
Sorry.
What is the only U.S. state where coffee is grown? Jacksonville.
Hawaii.
Hawaii is correct, yes. What filmmaker made Triumph of the Wills for Adolf Hitler? Daniel.
Goebbels.
No, not Goebbels. You guys can confirm.
No answer.
Okay, Leni Riefenstahl. What is a scalene triangle? Jacksonville.
It has 3 sides of separate lengths.
Yes, I believe that's correct. We'll have the librarian double check. What does DNA stand for? Jackson.
Deoxyribonucleic acid.
That is correct. The guy named Johnny was the lead singer for the Sex Pistols. What was his last name? That was Johnny Rotten or Johnny Lydon. Boston, Massachusetts has the oldest commissioned Navy ship in the world. What is it? Jacksonville Girl.
Constitution.
Yes, the Constitution, also known as Old Ironsides. What is the name of the Army's famous military academy in the state of New York? Jacksonville.
West Point.
West Point is correct. What feathered farm animal is celebrated in an annual parade in Wayne, Jackson?
Turkey.
Not turkey, you guys can refer Wayne, Nebraska.
Chicken.
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 Chicken is correct. What is the explosion called that is said to have sparked the beginning? Jacksonville.
The Big Bang.
Big Bang of the universe. What planet is named after the Greek god who personified the sky? Amy Centennial.
Uranus.
Uranus is correct. Who was the only Catholic president? Brett Centennial.
Kennedy.
Yes, John F. Kennedy. Which is further south, the Cape of Good Hope, Cape Horn, or Cape Catastrophe? Which is further south? Jacksonville Grove.
Cape Horn.
Cape Horn is correct. Small town Burkittsville, Maryland was put on the map with this small budget film. Brett Centennial.
What is it? The
Answer? No, you guys can confirm?
yeah.
The Blair Witch Project.
Blair Witch Project is correct.
That.
Where on your body are the metatarsals located? Jacksonville Grove.
Your feet.
Foot, yes, correct. Who was the first female U.S. Secretary of State? DT Centennial.
Clinton.
Not Clinton. You guys can confirm?
Johnson.
No, it was Madeleine Albright. Madeleine Albright. In poker, which is better, four of a kind or a straight flush? DT Centennial.
Flush.
Yes, straight flush is correct. Who, long before Columbus, claimed the world was round, reasoning that if it were flat, all the stars would be visible from all points on its surface? Ethan Bilgrove.
Aristotle.
Aristotle is correct. Good job. Okay, it's time for this round's video question, which goes to Centennial.
I'm Christina Beatty, Associate Professor of Chemistry and Forensics. Last year, the periodic table was complete after the official naming of the last four elements on that seventh row of the periodic table. How many elements are now officially recognized on the periodic table?
118. Let's go. Okay. 118.
Elements number 113, 115, 117, and 118 were officially named to make the total number of elements on the periodic table 118. Now the question is, will we be able to synthesize element number 119?
Okay, we got a good game. Let's finish up. What piece of lumber's actual size is 1.5 by 3? Jackson, Bilgrove.
2 by 4.
2 by 4, yes. And it's surfaced. Which modern Australian building is made up of a series of large concrete shells? Brett Centennial.
Sydney Opera House.
Yes, Sydney Opera House is correct. Which credit card company asked, "What's in your wallet?" Jackson.
American
Bilgrove.
Express.
No, not American Express.
Capital One.
Capital One is correct. What is it alloyed with steel to make it stainless? DT is Centennial.
Carbon.
No, not carbon. You guys can confirm?
Chromium.
Chromium.
Chromium, yes, correct. What kind of cheese is actually made from meat? Daniel Centennial.
Head cheese.
Head cheese is correct. The 13 colonies became the first 13 states. What was the 14th state? Brett Centennial.
Vermont.
Vermont is correct. What does BMX stand for? Stands for bicycle motocross. The Capitol in Springfield, Illinois has statues of what opposing debaters on the grounds? Jacksonville.
Lincoln and Douglas.
Yes, Stephen Douglas, Abraham Lincoln. If you are touring the tiny ships Discovery, Godspeed, and Susan Constant, where are you? You're in Jamestown, Virginia. If you're looking at the Capitol on Goat Hill, what southern capital are you in? It's Montgomery, Alabama. This music icon made albums called Joe's Garage and Hot Rats. He also named his children Moon Unit and Weasel. Who is he? Jacksonville Grove.
Prince.
Not Prince. No.
I don't know.
I don't know what this is.
Any answer?
Dolly Parton.
Frank Zappa. Frank Zappa. What novel begins, Call Me Ishmael? DT Centennial.
Moby Dick.
Moby Dick is correct. What very popular weekly magazine was launched by Walter Annenberg in 1953? Amy Centennial.
Time.
Not Time, no. You guys go first.
People.
You answer?
People.
No, it was TV Guide, 1953, being the key piece of information. German author Erich Maria Remarque was best known for what novel detailing the harrowing experiences of German soldiers during World War I? Jacksonville Grove.
All Quiet on the Western Front.
Yes. Utah's multicolored Big Rock Candy Mountain was famous in a song by what folk singer? It's from Illinois, Burl Ives. Burl Ives. In what U.S. city does Ace of Cake star Chef Duff run his bakery? Charm City Cakes. Jacksonville Grove.
Seattle.
Not Seattle. No, you guys can first.
Las Vegas. Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, sure.
Las Vegas.
Baltimore. Baltimore. What was the first feature-length film created completely using Jacksonville?
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
No, not Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I'll read the question for you. What was the first full-length feature film created completely using computer-generated animation?
Toy Story. Toy Story. Toy Story.
Toy Story.
Toy Story.
Toy Story is correct. What British royal technically owns the whales and dolphins in the waters surrounding the United Kingdom? Brett Centennial.
Queen Elizabeth II.
Yes, we'll take that. What do you call the number that is the product of two identical numbers being multiplied? Jackson.
The square.
The square is correct. What other name is given to the sea cow, which now lives almost solely Daniel Centennial?
Manatee.
Manatee is correct. Who painted the picture The Night Cafe? Daniel.
Rembrandt.
Not Rembrandt. You guys confer?
Hawthorne.
No, Vincent van Gogh. Which is the only U.S. state to begin with the letter P? Jacksonville.
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania is correct. The fifth president of Iraq was executed in December of 2006. Who was he? DT is Centennial.
Hussein.
Yes, Saddam Hussein is correct. Okay, that's the end of our game. We'll tally up the scores and tell you who won right after this.
This is Mike. He wants to further his education, but he doesn't have a lot of time or money. With a full-time job and limited funds, things look bleak. Think Parkland. Affordable in-district tuition, hundreds of online classes to choose from. Over 20 degrees, mostly or entirely online. Affordable, convenient, gets you ahead. Parkland College Online Learning. Go ahead, link up. Visit online.parkland.edu for more information about Parkland's online classes.
Okay, our best game so far. It's only been two, but this is a really good game. Centennial with 350, Villa Grove with 330. Centennial will move on to play Danville in our next round, which is coming up next, so stay with us.